Hi, I'm Sydney, like she said. Most people call me Cindy, though. They do. It's like every time I meet somebody new, when I introduce myself, like, hi, I'm Sydney, they almost always go, Cindy? And I'm like, oh no, Sydney. And then they're like, Sydney? Say it so unconfidently. And I'm like, yeah, Sydney. And it's been happening so often lately, I'm starting to think maybe I'm the problem. Maybe I need to work on pronouncing my own name right. Like, what if what's actually happening is I'm saying, hi, I'm Cindy, and then they're going, Cindy? And I'm going, oh no, Cindy. And then they're saying, Sydney? Like, just guessing at that point. And then I'm going, yeah, Cindy. Yeah, I hope not. It's not a good first impression to leave on everybody. I'm bad at those anyway. I left a real bad first impression a while ago. I was at the movies with my mom, and while she went to the bathroom, I went to go find us seats, and I asked this girl if I could have the seats next to her, and she's like, oh, sure. And then she points at my shirt that has my high school's name on it, and she goes, hey, I went there too. And see, I'm this type of person who, if I saw somebody wearing my high school shirt, I just wouldn't say anything. But now I have to talk to her. So we start talking, and she's like, do we know each other? I'm Myrtle. I'm like, I don't know any Myrtles, I'm Sydney. She's like, I don't know any Cindys. And, so yeah, we went to the same high school, we just never crossed paths. But we start talking, and we actually kind of hit it off. Like, we have a lot in common. She introduces me to her friend she's there with. And I'm like, wow, I think I just made a new friend, cool. And then my mom shows up, and I'm like, oh, Myrtle, this is my mom. Mom, this is Myrtle. She went to SHS too. And my mom goes, oh, Myrtle, it's so nice to finally meet you. She's like, I've heard so many things about you. All good things, Myrtle. Said Myrtle twice. And like, I didn't know what to do. I've never had to convince a stranger. I haven't been stalking them. Like talking to my mom all the time about how great they are. In Myrtle's mind, we followed her there. This meeting was planned. But I tried. I was like, oh, she's thinking of another Myrtle. But like, what other? There's not another Myrtle. That used to be an old lady name. It's not even an old lady name anymore. They all died out in the 90s. She didn't buy it, I don't think, because like she and her friends left like 20 minutes into the movie. I'm assuming so that, you know, they'd notice if we tried to follow her home. I've never been seen as a threat before like that. Like, it's kind of weird being the one who's feared like that for me. Like I've been trying to make myself look less kidnappable lately. That's what I've been up to. I've been working out. I don't walk alone in my car at night anymore. I run now. I do. I run as fast as I can, y'all, just so that if there's like a bad guy hiding in the parking lot watching me, he'll think, well, somebody's already chasing her. Leave us to it. I think I need to be more worried during the daytime, though, not just at night. I was leaving work one day, and I was backing out of my parking spot when I hear, whoa, whoa, whoa. So, like, I stop, thinking I'm about to hit somebody. And then, whoa, whoa, whoa guy knocks on my window. So, like, I crack the window a little bit, and I'm like, what? What's going on? And he goes, oh, no, just, how old are you? And I was like, 16. He goes, oh, sorry, and walked away. So, not as creepy as he could have been. Good guy, I guess. 16. I was 26 when that happened. I've always been told I look younger than I am, but not like that much younger. That's crazy. I recently turned 27, And this was my first birthday where when people asked me how old I was going to be and I told them, they didn't go, "Oh wow, I thought you were so much younger." This time they just said things like, "Oh, well, happy birthday." I haven't been like handling it well. I don't think I look old or anything, but like you can't tell somebody their whole life they look so much younger than they are and then just stop. I expect them not to like freak out a little, do this to their hair. These are new. This is just 100% my response to somebody guessing I was 24 on my 27th birthday. Too close. The closest it's ever been. It's like, this is the beginning of the end, y'all. I don't know. I guess I decided it was my forehead's fault, so closing the curtain on my forehead. No more forehead. Women my age shouldn't be showing that much skin anyway. I used to hate it when people would like ask me how old I was when I was in college, because they get so disappointed to find out I wasn't a 13-year-old genius. I looked really young freshman year. Actually, my freshman year, I got involved with kind of the wrong crowd, the evangelicals. I dated one of them for a while, and he would brag to the others about how we slept together and managed to keep Jesus between us the whole time. They'd be like, "You guys are so strong." And it really did feel good being admired like that, but not as good as the 2 seconds his hands spent on my boobs one time. Before he panicked. He did panic. I remember we were in his dorm room on his bed, just being Christians and stuff. We weren't strong enough, I don't know, and it happened. And he pulls away and he goes, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry." And I was like, "It's okay, it's totally cool, you can do it again, what?" But he wouldn't listen to me. He rolled over on his back, would not look at me, was staring up at his hands, like they're covered in sin. Still saying, "I'm so sorry," over and over again up at his hands. And then he covers his face and yells, "I'm so sorry!" And then looks at him again in horror this time, "Oh no, I just got sin on my face." And continues yelling, "I'm so sorry," up at his hands. So I start yelling back, mostly for the neighbors. "It's okay, I said it was okay, everything's fine, I'm alive, you know." And but I was like, "You don't have to apologize," but he wouldn't listen, and he just kept doing it. And after a while of me listening to that, I finally realized, oh, he's not apologizing to me. He thought there was that God up there. And then I was like, "No, dude, you don't have to yell. He can hear you just fine. He can hear your thoughts, remember?" And that shut him up. It didn't seem to calm him down, though. His eyes got real wide and just kind of stayed that way for the rest of the relationship. I don't know what that was about. Boys are silly. I don't know where he is now. I don't know if he ever got that sin off his face. What a lame way to get sin on your face. Honestly. He could have at least motorboated me. Got the same result. Or, well, maybe not me. He could have motorboated somebody else. You know what? No, actually, he could have motorboated me and been punished immediately for it by breaking his nose on my sternum. So. He wouldn't have had to feel so bad. His loss, I guess. I don't know. I date the non-believers now, and I was on I kind of miss the drama though from the religious people, but because I was on a date with an atheist, we were playing pool, and I'm leaning over the pool table, and I see him looking down my shirt, and I'm like, "Ooh, what's he looking at?" And then he goes, "Sydney, your fly's down." Saw straight through. Nothing distracted him on the way there. So, oh well. I actually dated that guy for like 3 years, and we recently broke up a few months ago, and we went no contact after the breakup. No contact until last week. He called me, and I see that he's calling me, and I'm like, ha, I win! And I didn't answer. I didn't say that to him, just said it to myself. I figured better not answer with that attitude. But then he left me a 3-minute long voicemail. And I'm curious, but I'm like, you know what? I don't need to hear that. I don't need to listen to that. I don't need that in my life. I don't need to hear him crying and begging for me back. And then when I got done having those thoughts, I listened to it. I did. I listened to 3 minutes of him just walking around. Didn't have anything to say. Like if you're gonna butt dial me, at least be grumbling to yourself or something, you know. Don't send me an audio recording of you just walking around being okay without me. Fine. I'm not fine. I've been thinking about like calling him back and putting my phone in my pocket and then just like whistling to myself or something, you know, just like trying to sound as carefree as possible. Farting even, I don't know. That'll show him. Now that I'm single, I've been learning things about myself, you know, and I recently learned this. If we're in an argument, like no matter how heated it is, no matter how wrong you are, if we're in an argument and you fart, you can like win or whatever. Like I can't care about anything that happened pre-fart. Like you shouldn't either. You were so serious. You made such a silly sound. Like that happened for real. I was in an argument with my sister, and one snuck out of her, and I could tell she tried to catch it on the way out. Because it changed pitch. Yeah, it was one of those farts that go like, brr. Yeah, it was perfect too, because like, she said something stupid, and it was like her colon heard it, and said, what? It's like 2 against 1 in a way, you know, it's pretty cool. What have I become? I feel like I should let y'all know. I was a cheerleader in high school. Don't boo me. They didn't like me either. They didn't. They'd be like, Sydney, fail. Instead of, we dropped Sydney. We dropped Sydney on purpose because we're mad at her for making fun of our accents again. Yeah, we didn't get along. And I know cheerleading, it's supposed to make you cool in high school, but it didn't at mine. Because in my high school, popularity mainly depended on how like openly devoted to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, you were. So like we didn't go prancing around the hallways in skimpy uniforms like cheerleaders on TV shows do. We'd actually cover up in sweats. We had to wear our uniforms to school just in order to like help prevent our male classmates from looking upon women with lust. That's the kind of school we were, and I still dress that way because like, I haven't grown since then. So like, why buy new clothes? And I wear a lot of clothes. I don't show much skin. I'm pushing it tonight, really, honestly. And I think that's why a lot of evangelicals still seem to think I'm one of them. They're very confident about it. Like I get complimented on my modesty all the time by strangers. And like this little lady came up to me at the grocery store and told me how happy she was not to see my midriff. I was like, you're welcome. And then she just went right into, so you from around here? What church do you belong to? And I was like, oh no, like I'm not modest, I'm just cold. And then she's like, oh no, she's lost, I gotta save her. So she tried to get me to go to her church. And I was like, oh no thanks, I know about churches, I've been to those. They're cold. So I'm just gonna continue, you know, avoiding those and keep going where I'm going, which I hear is not cold. Looking forward to it. Thank you guys. I'm Sydney. Let's get Mana back up here. Guys, keep that going for your feature performer of the night, Sydney Carson.